Kevin, a trip to Doncaster on the horizon. How's the preparation been for that one?
Yeah, very good. Obviously on Tuesday we rested numerous players, give them a break. We've had Saturday, Tuesday, so it was a good opportunity to give some players a rest, and rested, I think it was 8 players, which was good for them, and obviously they'll be fit and raring to go for Saturday. We managed to put some minutes into the legs of the players that haven't been playing so much, and there were some good performances from a few players, which was pleasing. Obviously we don't like to lose any game, but the manner in which we lost the game was very good from the second half onwards. I think going down to 10 men and playing 10 men with 70 minutes, I think was credit to the players in the second half. Put in a really good performance, controlled the game, and looked like we were going to be the team that was going to go on and win with 10 men. So that was pleasing to see. Shows a real fighting spirit within the group, what we've known we've had since we've come in, and we need to continue that.
Yeah, you mentioned there's some resting some of the lads, but also, as you touched on, there's a good opportunity, isn't there, for some of the lads to show you why that they should be in the first team. And there was some really good individual performances. I know you highlighted in your post-match Caleb, and it will give you a bit of a headache for selection, won't it? Of
course, and that's what we want, and that's what was a little bit disappointing in the first half from my perspective. I think there was nothing in the game in the first 30 minutes. I think we had the best chance of the game, and David's sort of slight angle to the side of the goal, and could have probably hit the target. But there was no concerns from anything in Wimbledon that they were doing. We could have been better in the final third, from 0 to 30 until the sending off. And I just wanted to see a little bit more acceleration in our pressing all over the pitch. But I think in the second half we definitely saw that in abundance, and some players took their opportunity and gave me a real problem. And other players that need to keep working harder.
Yeah, and from our last league game, we're going to be forced into a change, aren't we? Because obviously James Balaghizi's away on international duty. It's one of those. He's been such a good player for us this season, but it's almost a nice problem to have, because you know that he's out there getting some really good experience at international level.
I don't care about England anymore. Yeah. I've left that job. I've got a really, really good job here, and I'm fully focused on our job. I really wish James all the best with the national team, and it's great for him and his individual, but we prefer him to be with us and be getting first team experience in football. But the 20s have got a World Cup next year, and they're preparing for that, and he wants to get in that squad. So fully understand that situation, and that's when you have good players at your club, there are always going to be international experiences. But really we'd have liked him to be with us, but other players can step up and show their quality, and that's why you have a squad of players.
Yeah, our away support has been nothing short of exceptional this season. More great numbers on Tuesday night, and I suppose the message to the fans is just keep getting behind us again on Saturday.
Yeah, of course. But bar Saturday we're 5 games unbeaten, and 5 games unbeaten with really good support behind us, home and away. We need to continue that. Crewe was a narrow defeat. I think we had the best chances in the game. 2 suspect decisions that went against us on the game, but we controlled the game, and I think we created the best chances. Having said that, we've come away with nothing, but there was not much wrong in the game on Saturday, and the past 5 games before that we were on a good run, and we need to just pick up and continue the good work that we've already done in the last 5 games.
Cool. You have been quite vocal about the decisions in the last couple of games. What's your opinion been of the standard of refereeing since you've joined Crawley?
The standard refereeing is good. I feel there's some really good referees that are coming through the pathway, and it's great to see some diversity within the refereeing, with women being referees, and fourth officials and lineswomen. A couple of the decisions in the last 2 games have really been poor. Penalty at Crewe was blatant, so I don't know if you've seen the angle that we've seen, and the footage, blatant penalty, guys pushed Tilly in the back, and the sending off from the guy that scores the goal, it should have been a red card without a doubt, and second yellow. He goes on and scores the winner for them. So but Tuesday was another one where really suspect decision from the referee. It was a handball, he should have been red carded, but you can't bring the game back and then give them a penalty again. That he's played advantage. So, but we can't moan. We just give you facts, and it's not an excuse. We know what we need to do in the games, and we know how much better we need to be in the final third, and but again, we've come away with another 2 goals on Tuesday with a different team that we've selected, so that's also pleasing.
Yeah. What are you expecting from the Doncaster side on Saturday?
Yeah, again, two of the probably toughest away games we could have faced in short space of time. 2 teams that have just been relegated from League One. Obviously, they've got a good squad, some really good players individually, but they're off the back of, I think it's 3 defeats in the league. So confidence will be mixed. They won in the Papa John's on Tuesday away at Lincoln. But we just focus on ourselves. We know what we have to do. We know what the mentality and the intensity that we need to play at on Saturday. And if we play anywhere near that we did against Crewe on Saturday, the result won't be in question. It was just, I think, moments in the game didn't fall for us on Saturday.
Yeah. Just to mention about the announcement today about the sidemen. I don't know if you've seen any of the fan reaction to it. They're not particularly happy with it. Just the way the announcement was made and that, I think. Can you just reassure the fans that it's going to have no effect on the team and your way going forward, taking this team forward?
Yeah, of course. I think the football club's always going to be one that's going to be looking for innovative ideas to increase attraction to the football club. Crawley is made up of some fantastic fans in the local area. That's the history and the nature of the football club. Without the supporters that we have in the local area, in the community, we'll be nothing. We all know that. The owners want to increase and improve the fan base by making worldwide statements across the globe to attract more people to our football club. And that's whether it's coming to the games and supporting us live, or whether it's remotely or on the internet. And all extra revenue into the football club will help us improve in so many areas. The owners have done an amazing job in what they've helped us this season and what we've improved so far in the last 3 or 4 months off the pitch. People wouldn't believe the change that's been made here. There's more to come and more to do, so much more to do, and without increased revenue, we're going to be standing still. And it's important that the integrity of everything that we're doing is fundamental to us, but we have to be creative and think outside the box, and pull in new fan base to add to our already existing amazing fans.
Jack, thank you for joining us. A trip to Doncaster on the horizon. How's the preparation been for that one?
Yeah, all good. Obviously, had a game on Tuesday night. Quite a few of the lads who obviously haven't been playing in the league campaign recently got some minutes, so lads are getting up to speed. Hopefully more competition for places. Obviously ultimately we're disappointed to lose a game of football, but it's part of the game, and you got to bounce back, and hopefully we can do that on Saturday.
Yeah, you mentioned the competition for places. It really has been good to see actually this season. We've got such good squad depth, haven't we, so far? And obviously you've been mixing in with Hess, you've been mixing in with James and everyone. How have you found it, sort of bouncing around? Because obviously last year it was very much just you and Hess for pretty much the whole season. Yeah,
I think it just depends how you use it. I think it's been good in some senses, in a way that you kind of you're on your toes kind of thing. That kind of people are coming for your shirt when you're in the team. And over the course of a season, you would generally get more from someone when they know that their place is up for grabs. And then also you get people that are chomping at the bit to play as well. It's always nice to know that there's going to be an opportunity around the corner when you're not in the team. And I think that's the most important thing, that everyone kind of buys into the fact that they may get an opportunity in the next game, and they've got to keep themselves ready.
Yeah, it's been obviously no secret. It's been a tough start to the season. Obviously, we've recorded some great wins in cup competitions, but only the one league win. It doesn't seem to be that we're getting beat by 4 or 5 goals every week, does it? It's always that one goal, and like Kev touched on, we've had a couple of decisions that perhaps haven't gone our way. Is there anything that you can sort of put your finger on as to why that we haven't picked up as many points?
I think it has been a transitional period, as we know, but that's been spoken about. I think now we're just we've got to be judged on the results, and we want to win games of football, and we're trying our best to win games of football. And I believe that what we've got within the squad will do that. It's only a matter of time. So hopefully that comes on Saturday, and that kind of breeds a little bit of confidence. We obviously gained a little bit of confidence from the Stockport result, and the performance was okay at Crewe. and it was fine margins on the day. But we don't want to keep analysing games and thinking, oh, we only lost by a goal here, lost by a goal there. We want to win games, and hopefully that's just around the corner.
Yeah, obviously you would have seen over the last few years since you've been here, our away support always has been, unbelievable. We don't always take the biggest, numbers away, but we always feel the presence, don't we, the away fans, and they've been nothing short of exceptional this season.
Yeah, brilliant. We're always thankful for what they do. We know it can be difficult. It's obviously costly getting up and down the country, but they give us a little something. Whether there's 50 of them, whether there's 150 of them, we're always grateful for their support. Hopefully they'll come and follow us against Doncaster, and we can repay them with the result that they deserve.
Hi Jack, you were captain on Tuesday. Is being the captain a role that you'd like to make more permanent in the future?
Yeah, it's something that I take on well. Like, I'm happy to do it. I feel like I've got good experience. I feel like the lads can learn from me on and off the pitch. I'd like to think I set a good example for people. Obviously we've got our current kind of captains in their roles, and they do a really good job for us. But yeah, like, I was glad to kind of take the armband and hopefully put in a decent performance and kind of live by example.
Yeah, and do you see yourself as a kind of a captain behind the scenes? Obviously you don't always officially wear the armband, but do you think because of your experience you play that role?
Yeah, I think it was mentioned before in one of our previous interviews, you don't always see that as maybe a fan or a follower of the club, or just someone that works within the staff. You don't always see kind of what goes on in the dressing room or in the changing room, so there's a lot more to football than what's on the pitch. Obviously the business is on the pitch, and we understand that, but I do see myself as someone that people can look up to and ask for advice. So yeah, I've enjoyed it.
And you scored and pretty much created the second goal on Tuesday as well. Is that a part of the game that you really admire about yourself, or is it something that kind of just happens?
Yeah, I think just since I was younger, it's just something that I kind of naturally did. I like to be a progressive passer of the ball, someone that can create opportunities for the team. Obviously that comes with its downside of not always being successful. It is a difficult thing to do, create goals. Do you know what I mean? It's not an easy thing to do, but it's something that I'm comfortable taking the responsibility to do, and it's something that I want to do more often going forwards. It was nice to do it on Tuesday night a little bit of fortune here and there, but that's what happens when you put the ball in the area.